Wow. Hey guys, this is 1488 here once again. Um, just just about an hour after I did my latest video with the Mountain Dew product tryout. I got some sad news in the motorsports world today. The 2005 IndyCar Series World Champion and 2005 and 2010 IndyCar Series Indianapolis 500 champion Dan Clive Wheldon passed away at the age of 33 at what was the most tragic accident I have ever seen in IndyCar Series racing. Uh, and it just happened 15 laps into the inaugural IndyCar Series World Championship at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And it was decided that the teams and the owners and the drivers had decided to end the race in honor of Dan Wheldon's life. For one, I am very shocked and sad to hear about this, but this is a sport, any sport that you look at, karting, Indy cars, NASCAR, drag racing, rally car, any form of motorsport is dangerous. Any form of motorsport can be life-threatening, and it could kill you, depending on how bad the accident was. Well, it all started when there were 34 cars, and usually there's not all 34 cars that start an IndyCar Series race. There's usually about 24 cars or more. But there was 34 cars in the field. Some of them were just part-time drivers trying to win $5 million. And Wheldon was one of those drivers. He had a part-time ride with Schmidt Racing, and along with I can't think of his name. He used to race for Andretti. Well, Wheldon raced for Michael Andretti. He raced for Chip Ganassi, and then he raced for Panther Racing before moving on to a part-time ride this past season and won the Indianapolis 500 on a last lap crash by J.R. Hildebrand, who replaced him at Panther Racing. And I seen the accident. You know, some of the big names like Dan Wheldon, or besides Dan Wheldon, there was Will Power. Will Power from Penske, and a whole bunch of other, Pippin Man, J.R. Hildebrand himself, and there was a 15-car pileup, and it all happened because two guys touched wheels and at turn between turn 1 and 2 in Las Vegas, and it caused a big 15-car pileup. Eventually, this was the last IndyCar Series race for the current Dallara chassis, which has been the official chassis for IndyCar since 2007, and the way the chassis was formed has been that way since 2003. And Wheldon was doing coverage for Versus during his off time from after he won the Indianapolis 500. He decided to become part of the Versus team. And then just recently, before he got into this car for the World Championship race in Las Vegas, he decided to test the newest version of the IndyCar chassis. That kits are, different chassis makers are making kits, and then with Chevrolet and Lotus coming into the picture for 2012, and I think he did it on the road course at Indianapolis. But all in all, he was a great driver. He was in, and he won a lot of races in IndyCar. He was like, I think, fourth all time in IndyCar series history, and win 2 500s and an IndyCar Series World Championship with Andretti Green at the time. Now it's Andretti Motorsport. But I seen the accident. It's real. It makes you want to stop and think about this. And when it comes to motorsports, over the years, we've seen the death of Paul Dana 5 years ago. 10 years ago, we saw the death of Dale Earnhardt Sr. Couple of years ago in NHRA, we lost we lost Connie Coletta's son. I forget his name, but Connie Coletta's son, funny car driver, he passed away at Englishtown after a fiery wreck. Scott Coletta, and couple of years before Scott Coletta's death, there was another death in Top Fuel. Used to drive for Joe Amato. I forget his name either too, and I know that. But this sport, like I said, in any form of motorsport, whether it's drag racing, whether it's on land, air, or sea, any form of motorsport is dangerous, life-threatening, and it could kill you. And you have the guts to take all the chances that you live with, and you take all those risks of your life, and you become a successful IndyCar driver. It's really sad, that Dan Wheldon had to pass away. But I think they made the right call by ending the race and calling it a race, because they couldn't do it without. It wouldn't be right if they kept on going without the passing of Dan Wheldon. And it's real sad. And I've been through a couple of deaths before, and over the last few years, last year I've dealt with the loss of my great grandmother and my uncle within 6 months, and just recently I had a friend of mine that passed, had her grandfather pass away, and I feel real bad about her. And when it comes to deaths, either by friend, family, or celebrity, it just really it hurts. And in the motorsports world, it hurts pretty bad. And the world, the series, the IndyCar series, will forever lose a great driver. Dan Wheldon of Great Britain, at the age of 33 years old, passed away today in a tragic crash at Las Vegas. This is 1488, signing off. Godspeed, Dan Wheldon. You are a great driver. We'll see you over there in heaven, buddy. Peace.